Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Eric Hirschberg. I'm the CEO of Activision Publishing. And let me just start off by saying that on behalf of everyone at Activision, it's really great to be back at our third toy fair. It wasn't too long ago that we were walking around this event and having people ask us, what is Activision doing at Toy Fair? And we weren't sure we'd be back. But here we are back at our third Toy Fair, and we couldn't be happier or more proud of everything that's transpired with Skylanders since that time. Everyone at our studios, at Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions has worked incredibly hard alongside us to bring our vision for the Skylanders franchise to life. So on behalf of all of us at Activision, welcome and thank you for coming. From the very beginning, from long before we first launched the first Skylanders game, we knew that we had something pretty special. We knew that we had something magical. We knew that the simple idea of bringing toys to life inside a video game, if we got it right, could change both the video game industry and the toy industry. And more importantly, we thought it could just maybe change the way kids play. And that's exactly what has happened. In just a few short months after its release, Skylanders Spyro's Adventure became the #1 best-selling kids game of 2011. Now that seems like a no-brainer now, that the brand's a big success, but back then it was not only a new intellectual property being launched into an industry that is dominated by existing franchises, it was also a new, unproven play pattern. No one had brought toys and video games together in quite the way that we did with Skylanders, and we had no way of knowing whether or not it would catch fire, and we're so pleased to say that it has. Now that was the first of many milestones that Skylanders has achieved since. More than anything, that early success gave us the confidence that we needed to continue to really double down and invest a tremendous amount of creativity, a tremendous amount of manpower, a tremendous amount of marketing assets, and a tremendous amount of capital behind this franchise in a big way. And when I say big, of course, I'm being literal in relation to last year's game, which we launched last fall, Skylanders Giants. Now, Giants has lived up to its name so far in every imaginable way. The game that our team at Toys for Bob delivered wasn't just a worthy successor to Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. It took the franchise to another level with deeper, richer, even more engaging gameplay than the first. The new giant characters, I hope you agree, they're just awesome. They're just incredible characters and incredible personalities. The light core innovation brings a new novelty and magic to the physical toy themselves. And kids all over the world seem to agree. Skylanders Giants hit stores barely 4 months ago. And in that time, it has helped propel the Skylanders franchise to more than $500 million in life-to-date retail sales just here in the US. In calendar 2012, Skylanders toys outsold the #1 action figure line, Beyblades, and they also outsold the action figure lines for Star Wars and Transformers combined. Even more remarkable than that is that as of January, there are 100 million Skylanders toys in children's hands all over the world. And every time I walk through one of my 2 boys' bedrooms, I think about half of those probably are in our house. In 2012, we also extended our reach at retail through a really top-notch licensing program. And today we have more than 120 licenses worldwide in every major category with what I think are the best partners in the industry. And you can see a lot of the merchandise that we've rolled out today. All of it is high quality. All of it is befitting of a great creative children's brand. We believe that the key to long-term success for Skylanders is very, very simple. It's not easy, but it's very simple. We believe that the key to success is that we need to continue to deliver breakthrough innovation and creative excellence every time. That's the business we're in. We launched this franchise and this product by delivering a little piece of magic to kids. And if we're going to be successful, we need to continue to do that. And that brings us to today. We're very excited to introduce to you our next big innovation not only in the Skylanders franchise, but in the Toys to Life category that we've created, and we're calling it Skylanders SWAP Force. Now, Skylanders SWAP Force takes the idea of bringing your toys to life to a whole new level of interactivity. Up until now, the interactivity between the physical world and the virtual world had to do with which character you were going to strategically choose to put into the game at which moment. And those were very important strategic decisions. And obviously, that's been a very captivating idea to kids. But with SWAP Force, before you bring your character to life, you also have a hand in customizing the character itself. SWAP Force will introduce yet another entirely new play pattern to the world, swapability. Now, let me show you what I mean. This gentleman here is called Washbuckler. And he's kind of a pirate octopus type of guy. And this gentleman here is called Blast Zone. But this gentleman here is called Blast Buckler. And this guy is called Wash Zone. Now, when you put your customized character on the portal, it recognizes the choices and the combinations that you've made in the physical world and brings that character to life in the digital world. Now, while these different combinations look really cool, and I think kids will have a blast just checking out all the different ways you can combine these characters, it's not just a cosmetic combination. The top and bottom halves of each character carry with them very specific powers and capabilities. Washbuckler, for example, has octopus legs, making him an excellent climber. Blast Zone, on the other hand, has rocket boots, which allow him to fly. The bottom half sort of determines the way your character will move through the world, will move through Skylands. And each bottom half is capable of going into different zones and different areas within Skylands. While the top half of each character generally determines how your character will attack, will battle. And it's a simple but breakthrough innovation that we think every kid who we've shown it to so far has flipped for it. And we were very careful to make sure that, as I said, these aren't just cosmetic combinations. These are real strategic choices that you need to make to figure out what your optimal combination will be. There are 16 new SWAP Force characters that we're introducing for Skylanders SWAP Force, which can be reconfigured into more than 250 custom combinations. And we want you to meet a few more of those characters right now. So take a look at our reveal trailer for Skylanders SWAP Force.
One swap away from limitless power! Prepare to dance? You'll pay for this, Skylanders! Evil than ever! Really? Bow down to my waddle of doom!
Introducing Skylanders SWAP Force. With 256 swap abilities. Your new power is choice. Swappable, unstoppable. Skylanders SWAP Force.
A baby, huh? Ugh. Now this diaper is filled with evil!
So There you go. That's a little introduction to the Skylanders SWAP Force. Now, I personally think that the idea that kids can customize their characters and their characters' powers and moves in the physical world and then have their choices be recognized in the virtual world is an idea almost as big as the concept of bringing toys to life itself. Now, I want to bring some more people up to the stage to take you a little bit deeper and show you a game demo. Skylanders SWAP Force is an incredible game, and let me first introduce Guha Bala, who's the head of Vicarious Visions, which is the studio that's developing this year's game. Now, Vicarious Visions has been involved with the franchise from the very beginning. Guha and his team have been on the forefront of software and hardware innovation for the last 20 years, while Toys for Bob and Paul Ritchie in particular have remained thoroughly involved, helping guide the franchise creatively. We're very excited to have Guha and his team at Vicarious Visions leading the charge this year with Skylanders SWAP Force. So Guha, come on out.
Thank you, Eric. It's great to be here with you all this evening. At Vicarious Visions, we are thrilled to bring you Skylanders SWAP Force, a new adventure for players to continue their journey with their favorite Skylanders and introduce a new cast of SWAP Force characters. Our story takes place in the Cloudbreak Islands, home to a mystical volcano that erupts once every 100 years and replenishes the magic of Skylands. The SWAP Force was a brave group of Skylanders sworn to protect Cloudbreak. And in an epic battle to defend the volcano, they were caught in its eruption, and the magic energy blasted them apart and sent them to Earth. But the magic of the volcano also gave these heroes a remarkable new power, the ability to swap halves. Meanwhile, Chaos is back, and he's discovered the secret of Cloudbreak. Now, Portal Masters must reassemble the SWAP Force in their original or in their new forms and send them back to Cloudbreak to save the Skylands. To show you just how Skylanders SWAP Force inspires kids' imaginations, I'd like to introduce Scott Krager and Lou Studdert, part of our production team, to demo the game. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Scott Krager, and I'm part of the Skylanders production team, and with me is my colleague Lou. And we're really excited to be showing you Skylanders SWAP Force, which is the next installment in the franchise being developed by Vicarious Visions. We're going to actually start the demo tonight with a cutscene, and the reason is we want to show how we're taking storytelling to a whole new level. What you'll immediately notice is just how dynamic and how action-packed this cutscene is, because in Skylanders SWAP Force, we're going to be offering a cinematic experience that we haven't seen before in the franchise. And what's cool to note is this is actually an in-game cutscene. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and what you'll see is how the game will actually look itself. So without further ado, we're going to show you Skylanders SWAP Force.
According to the map, Iron Jaw Gulch is somewhere to the west. East. Either way, we're heading in the wrong direction. Probably. You know what? It'll be fine.
Ah, of course it'll be fine. Embrace the adventure, Flynn. You know what your problem is? You rely too much on maps and machines to find your way. You ignore your instincts.
I happen to like machines. And ignoring my instincts is the only reason I'm even getting on this bird.
Oh, all I'm saying is, if where you are is the place you're supposed to be, then you're never really lost.
I don't even know what you just said right there. But look, if we are lost, it's only because your squawking feather mattress here can't fly straight. You heard me. It's moments like these when it's nice to have doors.
Oh no, those airship pirates are attacking the city!
That's not the only thing! Look out! Whoa!
Yeah, teach him a lesson! Flynn, that was amazing! How did you do that?
Well, it's easy. You just take 1 part Cracker Jack timing, add 17 parts pure liquid awesome, and boom! I call them Flintsticks. It's all up here.
I think after this, we need to have a talk about your catchphrase. But first, we've got to help the Skylanders take out the rest of those airships.
So as Flynn would say, that was awesome. But now let's dive into the demo, and we're going to actually start with an existing character. This is Eruptor. He's a fire character that we introduced with the first game, Spyro's Adventure. And the reason we're starting with him is because we want to demonstrate how we're supporting every character and every toy from the previous game. That means every single toy from Spyro's Adventure and Skylanders Giants will be fully playable in Skylanders SWAP Force, and that includes levels, character levels, upgrades, and everything that you've collected along your journeys in Skylanders. So, take a look at the graphics as well. You can see from the cutscene that we just showed that we're really bringing graphics to a whole new level. The team of Vicarious Vision has created a brand new graphics engine. And what that's allowing us to do is to create worlds and environments that are lush, very detailed, and really bringing Skylanders to life in a way that we haven't seen before. And this high definition detail applies to everything in the world. So you can take a look at Eruptor there and really see how cool he is in high definition glory. And we're not here just to show the existing characters, so I want to take this opportunity to show you one of our new Skylanders. We're going to start with a tech character, and his name is Magnacharge. And what you'll see is that Magnacharge is a magnet robot. He's really cool, he's a lot of fun, a great concept for a character, and he can do a lot of cool things. First and foremost, like any cool magnet, he can use his ability to pick up objects and hurl them around the environment or hurl them around at enemies. He also has an energy gun, which he can use to blast enemies. And he zooms around on this energy ball, which gives him a lot of speed and a lot of agility. He's a well-rounded character that we think fans will really enjoy. Now, speaking of fans, one of the things that we're asked quite a bit is, when will my Skylanders be able to jump? And I'm proud to say that in Skylanders SWAP Force, we're going to be introducing the ability to jump, not only for the new characters, but for every single character in the franchise. So all of your characters from Spyro's Adventure and Giants will also have this ability, and it's really going to add an interesting dynamic to the gameplay. So Lou here is going to jump on over to Marshall Wheelock, and we're going to find out exactly what it is that we need to do in this level.
You're a sight for a sore-eyed Skylander. I'm Marshall Wheelock, the long teeth of the law in these parts. Them Grable airships has given us a devil of a time, but if we can get up top and turn our cannons on them, it'll be a real turkey shoot.
All right, so the Marshal has told us that we need to find these airships that are attacking the city and destroy them. So we're going to continue on in the level here, and what you'll see is that we just entered a water power zone. And what this means is that if we have a water Skylander, it'll add certain boosts to our abilities and stats, making us a little bit more powerful. Fortunately, we have a new water Skylander to show, so we're going to take the character Washbuckler and bring him to life in the game and show you how cool he is. All right, so you can see that he's a pirate octopus, and like any good pirate, he has a trusty cutlass, which he can use for short-range attacks. He also has a bubble gun, which is a lot of fun to use against enemies, and he's got these really awesome tentacles, which give a lot of cool combat moves and makes him really effective in a lot of different situations. You know, one of the things that we're also asked a lot is, how is it that you can continue to create characters that are varied and interesting when you've already released so many of these with the previous games? And really the answer is simple. We have an awesome creative team behind this franchise, and the guys at Vicarious Vision have done a great job continuing to push the bar on character design and coming up with cool concepts that add a lot of variety, a lot of personality, which is what the Skylanders brand is all about. So we're going to continue on, and Lou's going to bring up this bridge here, and what we're going to show you are some new enemies. So in addition to all of the new characters, all of the new heroes that we're introducing, we have a whole new set of enemies, we have a whole new set of non-playable characters. We're really broadening the world of Skylands. And so here we have one of our new sub-bosses, the Fire Gear Golem, and we're going to take a look and see how Lou fares against him. All right, so Lou's trying to get in close here to use the cutlass attack. He's getting pretty worked here, though, from the fire. So what you might be asking yourself is, wouldn't it be cool if I could take the speed and agility of Magnacharge and the powerful attack of Washbuckler and bring them together? And this, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to our big innovation for 2013, which is dynamic swappability. What this allows is for Portal Masters everywhere to take the top half of one toy, the bottom half of another, and interchange them freely to create your own custom Skylander. So Lou's going to take the bottom half of Magnacharge, he's going to take the top half of Washbuckler, and he's going to create his own custom Skylander. right, so now we have Wash Charge. This is something that's really, really cool. It's a great innovation that we're very excited about because it not only adds a new play pattern to the physical play with the toys, but it adds a whole new dimension to this Toys to Life category that we created. It's going to add endless replayability because if you do the math, 16 new Swap Force characters equals over 250 unique combinations. This is something that's very exciting because what we strive for in Skylands is to always provide variety. And here we're giving players the power of choice, which is something that is going to really expand the Skylands experience. Now, in addition to our 16 new Swap Force characters, we're also introducing 16 new core characters. So we're going to show you a couple of those right now, starting with our new undead character, who we call Roller Brawl. Now, Roller Brawl is a lot of fun. As you can see, she's inspired by the sport of roller derby. She can do a lot of cool things. She can headbutt enemies, knocking them back. She also has these powerful claws that she can use as a close-up attack. And for a ranged attack, she can actually fire her saw blades that she uses to move around. Really, really cool. One of the characters that we think kids are really going to engage with. Now, as cool as Rollerball is, I actually want to show you one of my own personal favorite new characters. He's a new tech character who we call Countdown, and he is literally a walking time bomb. Now, he's a lot of fun. He's got a lot of personality, and we're going to show you some of the things he can do. So Lou's going to walk over to this next section here, and we're going to take a quick ride up this platform to the next section in the level, and we're going to show you a couple of his cool moves.
The hourglass construct here pumps water throughout all of Ironjaw Gulch and the surrounding towns. If you don't take out them airships, folks are going to get mighty thirsty around here.
All right, so you can see the Countdown has these awesome rockets on his hands. He can use those for a really powerful range attack, but this is why I love Countdown so much. He has the ability to fire his own head at enemies, which is just pure awesomeness. Again, this is one of those characters that really, I think, exudes the charm and the quirkiness that we brought to this brand and has made it stand out above all others. Now, what I want to do is show you yet another new Swap Force character. This is one of our fire characters, and we call him Blast Zone. Now, Blast Zone is awesome. He's powerful, he's this cool knight, armor filled with fire, and he has some really cool varied attacks. First and foremost, he can lob bombs, which is always something that comes in handy. He can also spit fire for a close-up attack, and probably coolest of all, he has a super powerful rocket charge, which comes in handy in a lot of different situations. So Lou's gonna blast on over to Marshall Wheelock, and we're gonna see what we need to do next.
You're just in time, Skylander. That Grable airship is creeping through the canyon.
All right, so Marshall Wheelock has said that we gotta get through this zone to find the airship and destroy it. And this is a good opportunity for us to talk about one of our big new features that we're calling Swap Force Zones. And Swap Force Zones are based on using Swap Force characters, and in particular, the ability that is associated with their bottom half. So you can see here, there's a rocket icon. That means we need a character with the rocket ability to enter this zone. And fortunately, Blast Zone has cool rocket boots. So we're gonna be able to use him to go inside the zone and show you what it's all about. All right, so what you see is Blast Zone flying around. This is a brand new mechanic that we've never seen in Skylands before. And the cool thing is that it's just one of many new mechanics. We have these rocket zones, which have gameplay centered around that particular mechanic, but we're also gonna have climbing zones, where characters like Washbuckler can use his tentacles and all sorts of climbing gameplay. We're gonna have teleport zones, we're gonna have speed zones, we're gonna have dig zones, bounce zones. We're really creating a very wide range of new gameplay mechanics that's gonna take the Skylanders experience to another level and keep it very interesting and very fresh. And it's something that we're really, really excited about. So here we see Lou flying through the reins in a rocket zone. He turns the corner, and there's the airship that we've been looking for. It has a big bullseye, so I don't think Lou's gonna have any trouble destroying it. Good job. So this brings us to the end of the demo, and as you can see, we're introducing a lot of cool things. First and foremost, our brand new innovation for 2013, dynamic swappability, giving players the power of choice. Choose how you fight, choose how you move. This is something that's going to add endless replayability to the Skylanders experience. We have a brand new graphics engine. It's bringing Skylanders to life like we've never seen before. We're honoring the value of existing collections. We have an awesome set of new gameplay mechanics in our Swap Force zones. And last but not least, since the fans asked for it, the ability to jump. So we're really excited about this game. I appreciate being able to give you the opportunity to get a sneak peek. Stay tuned, we'll have a lot more to show you in the future. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Okay, I know you're journalists and you're supposed to be poker faced, but what do you think? Yeah? It's pretty fun, right? Okay, I personally, every time I watch that demo, I've been playing this with my kids now for a while. My kids are two of the luckiest guys in the world because they've been a sort of part of our testing community. And I can tell you that the team of Vicarious Visions has taken the world created for Skylanders and taken it to another level. There's more variety, there's more depth, there's more combinations, there's more strategy to the choice that you make of bringing your toy to life. And even the toys themselves, I hope you stick around and get a closer look, but they're just super high quality. The designs are incredible. They sort of jump off they jump out of the packaging, and even clicking them together just has a satisfying, solid kind of feeling to it. They're just really high quality toys. So thank you so much to Guha, Scott, and Lou for that great demo. Now, we're so excited about this innovation that we just can't wait for you to be able to get your hands on it yourselves, because that's really where the magic of Skylanders, happens, is when you bring your toy to life. Now, as I've said in the past, our goal is to build Skylanders into one of the most lasting, relevant, and beloved franchises, not just in video games, but in all of entertainment. And I hope you'd agree that we're well on our way. But given the unique nature of this concept, and the fact that you really have to experience it personally, hands-on, in order to really get the magic. In this case, our retail partnerships have been more important than ever to our success. And there's one retailer, one person really in particular, who has believed in the potential and the power of this idea from the very beginning. And that's Jerry Storch, the chairman and CEO of Toys R Us. Now, Jerry and his team are always great partners for us. They've been particularly great partners for Skylanders because they've done such an amazing job of allowing kids to demo the game hands-on in their stores. And their partnership with us will continue to escalate with this fall's launch of Skylanders SWAP Force. And that started actually today. I don't know if you happen to drive or walk by the Toys R Us on Times Square on your way to the event here today, but if you did, you probably noticed several hundred kids lining up outside. And that is because in honor of the reveal of SWAP Force today, we put the word out that we were giving away the first look at one of our exclusive new giants, Ninjini, and hundreds of kids from all over showed up and stood outside in the freezing cold. I was hoping for a little warmer weather for them, but just to get their hands on one of our new giants. So that's the kind of creative, cool, outside-the-box stuff that Toys R Us has been willing to do with us every step of the way. And before I bring Jerry up, take a look at what was happening just down the street just before we started here. Now, thank you. This was just a few minutes ago. We shot that film, ran it over here. We wanted to show you, just the level of excitement that our players, have for this franchise. And with that, I want to welcome, it's our honor to have join us on the stage, the CEO and chairman of Toys R Us, Mr. Jerry Storch. Jerry, thanks for coming.
Thanks, Eric. That was a little deja vu of Black Friday, or maybe Thursday night. But it was incredible today. And if you saw that, they showed the line in the store, but it went down the street all the way down Broadway. We're on 44th and Broadway. It went down up to 45th Street and turned the corner a little bit. So just amazing to see the intensity of how much these fans love this game. The Skylanders franchise is one of the most innovative and successful kids properties ever. We loved it from the first time we saw it. Kids from all over the world has embraced the games. I mean, we have stores in all continents, and we haven't seen this type of excitement from a toy or a game in some time. In fact, Skylanders represented the most successful toy as measured in sales units at Toys R Us in 2012. I know some of you are kind of more in the video game industry, and some of you are more in the toy industry. And one of the cool things, like right here in this room today, is how this Skylanders property brings everybody together. It feels warm, doesn't it? Isn't it nice? And what you see all the time is you hear that the toy industry is kind of stagnant and has trouble growing, right? Okay. And then you hear the video game industry, is declining, right? And has trouble growing. But by the close of 2012, the Skylanders franchise exceeded over $500 million in US sales, growing faster than any other kids' gaming property. Skylanders Giants and Skylanders Spyro Adventure toys, if you counted them as action figures, and they sure look like, action figures to me, and I know a little bit about toys, and so they were the #1 action figure line in the US last year. Isn't that amazing if you think about it? And usually, they count that in the video game accessories area, by the way, when you look at the MPD data. And so it doesn't show up in toys. But if you added it back, right, into toys, you see a very different growth profile for the toy industry as a whole. Since the beginning of our partnership with Activision on the Skylanders franchise, we've believed in the magic and the innovation of this property. The combination of toy and game is a compelling proposition. This is why we've given Skylanders worldwide support with such activities as feature shops, the sale of licensed merchandise, exclusive Skylanders Legendary series of toys. It's all over the store. We even have Skylanders bicycles. Right? Think about how much kids love these characters. We're excited to continue our partnership with the brand and very excited about the new dynamic swappability feature in the game Skylanders SWAP Force. Activision has consistently done a tremendous job creating brand new games for Skylanders. And this is not only in the kids gaming space, but in the toy world with a toys to life concept. So, the innovation is spectacular, and it shows that in any economy, in any industry, any year, you can have fantastic growth if you have something new, dramatic, and exciting. So, Eric?
Thank you. Jerry has been with us for all three of our toy fairs, and it's partners like you, Jerry, that have helped bring this to life and make this a success. And I can't thank you enough for your vision and being one of the people who saw it early on and saw the magic and believed in it and have brought the full force of your organization to helping us make it successful. You can expect to see, along those lines, another fully integrated multimedia marketing blitz to support the launch of Skylanders SWAP Force this fall. We've gotten very effective at bringing these games out, bringing these toys out, bringing kids in to try them. And as Jerry said, it doesn't matter where in the world it's happening or what year it's happening in. With Skylanders thus far, we've driven excitement and driven those kinds of lines around the block that you saw today wherever we've gone. So I just want to thank you again for joining me here tonight and for your continued support of the Skylanders franchise. I hope you have a chance to visit our booth at Toy Fair at the Javits Center to see more of Skylanders SWAP Force. The demo that we gave you here is just the beginning. And it really is amazing to think how far we've come in just 15 months, which is due, I hope you don't mind me saying, in part to the support and the accolades we've received from some of you here in this room. So I appreciate that, and I hope that you agree, now that you've seen what's coming for next year, that we are just getting started with Skylanders. So thank you very much.